Alright, welcome back, guys. My name is Zishan. Welcome back to Talk Football, home of reviews, tactics, and transfer talks. And in this video, we'll be talking about the misery at Liverpool. And to discuss that, we have Sujit with us. Hi, Sujit. How are you doing?
I'm fine, man. It's good to be back here. How are you?
I'm good, and it's really good that you are back over here to discuss such an important issue about Liverpool because we all know how much problematic this Liverpool squad has been because of the injury crisis, the defensive issues now. And just to let you guys know, the title winning defenders of this Liverpool side from the past year have all gone missing. Isn't it right, Sujit?
Definitely, and Liverpool is not a team like Manchester City, for example, which relies entirely on tactics. The team of Liverpool relies a lot on the players it has available. That's been Jurgen Klopp's style of play, so to say. He doesn't take superstars, but he takes like players that would fit his system perfectly. And now that they're all gone, it would. I would be impressed if they do well, to be honest, because many of them are out for the season.
Yes, many of them are out for the whole season, and the whole backline, the four defenders, the freaking most important players in the whole team, Trent, Robertson, Van Dijk, they are now out. And in the latest news, we have heard that in the international duties, England versus Belgium, Henderson was subbed off. And that is a very bad news because I heard that he was having some kind of a stiffness in his hamstring, and hamstring injuries are really bad.
And Henderson is one who has an hamstring injury, and we also have Robertson, the final cog of the defense, who was also gone with a hamstring injury. These two people, we don't exactly know when they're gonna be back, but they are injured.
And to add to the misery, and to add to this, Joe Gomez is also not there.
And
Salah is not there. Thiago.
Especially for the next game. The next game is no scrub. They're playing Leicester City. They'll be missing all these big time players in that game.
Exactly. So let me tell you guys who are the players who have been injured or have been missing through COVID. Henderson is one, Andy Robertson, Van Dijk, Joel Gomez, Salah, Thiago, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and also Fabinho. So many players of the first team are injured. How do you think will Liverpool cope up in this year's Premier League or other competitions as well, Sujit?
Yeah, so some of the players like Thiago and Trent are gonna be back by the end of the year. So it would be more of a question as to how their centre backs will function, because both Joe Gomez and Van Dijk are out for the season. They're not going to be back, and they don't really have a reliable centre back considering they already sold the previous defender Dejan Lovren, and without getting a replacement
for him. Exactly.
Which is a very
the only first team defender that they have right now is this guy, Matip. And the youngsters are coming up. In Phillips is there, the right back, Nico Williams is there, and also Tsimikas is there as the left back, the new signings. And according to me, that guy hasn't got so many opportunities. So do you think that Klopp would be hell-bent to start him now?
Like, I don't think Klopp right now has a choice, because we do have a choice of Milner, who can absolutely play anywhere in Liverpool.
Anywhere.
He's the jack of all trades. But the problem here is, since Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is gone, Thiago is gone, Henderson is gone, Fabinho is gone. That defense is a problem, admittedly, but their midfield is also empty at this point. So you need someone to fill the gaps in the midfield, and I think Milner will be used in that position.
Exactly. So I feel
although inexperienced Tsimikas will be having to start because of the sheer lack of players in his position.
So this might be a good opportunity for him to prove his worth now.
Yeah, pretty much. I consider that, because as we talked about, there is no player right there, and they just recently signed him. It's not like he's been in the system for years without getting an opportunity. He's just been signed. It's a golden opportunity for him to show, at least in the Leicester game, what he's because we don't exactly know the extent of Robertson's injury, so we don't know how long he's going to be out. But I'm assuming that he's not going to be playing the Leicester game, so it's coming up very, very soon. So in that game, at least Tsimikas can show what he's good for.
Exactly, and Leicester won't just be a walk in the park for Liverpool because Leicester have won their previous 6 games and they have been playing some good football. So it would be a very tough tie for a tough task for Jurgen Klopp and his side. And just to mention over that, I was talking about the sandwich of the fixtures coming up. And it's really barbaric the way the players, the teams have been playing league football, the European games, and now the international games. Do you think that the international games are one of the main reasons why the players are getting so much injured? Because we heard this news that Sergio Busquets also withdrew from the squad because he got a
He has
thigh
an
pull or
injury.
something. So yeah, what do you think about this international break?
I feel like, see, okay, they're playing for a qualification in the Nations League and Euro tournaments.
Euro.
Okay, Robertson got the qualification to the Euros,
Oh.
but he's now out. And of course, I understand that for the players and for the coaches and everyone involved, it's a big thing to represent your
Big.
country. But at what cost? Like, the Olympics have been postponed by a year.
Yeah.
It's not happened in thousands and thousands of. I mean, it's happened twice in the past. I think given the situation that the players are in, they could have probably shifted it for later on because they've not had a break. The players have been playing continuous football forever
Continuous
right now.
football.
I don't remember them
And-
having a break.
Exactly, and we all have heard that comment of Cruz. He was talking about how FIFA and UEFA have made these players their mere puppets, so that they can eke out the money, the revenue, and they can play all of these players at their whim. So Toni Kroos was very upset about this UEFA Super League being started because he doesn't understand how that will be incorporated with the general domestic leagues, the Champions League going on, and now the internationals as well. So it's very harsh for the player, and no wonder why the players are getting so much injured.
Definitely, and for people, we had talked about it in the previous video, the UEFA Super League, and for the people who had supported, we had given an open poll of whether you want it to happen or if you don't. For the people who wanted it to happen because your favorite players can play against each other on a very continuous basis, this is what happens. This is what you'll
Yeah.
be getting.
Your club will suffer a lot just because you'll get to see them play week in and week out. Your player will suffer. You imagine having Cristiano Ronaldo on the bench, on the sidelines for like 3 months. How are you gonna enjoy him then?
And I don't think many people realize this, but the recovery period, the breaks are very important in the shelf life of a footballer. You play like this continuously year round, your legs are gonna feel those miles and you are gonna get
Yeah.
more frequently injured, which is clearly, I mean, you might think that
Fatigue
okay, fine.
leads to injury, Sujit.
Yeah.
Fatigue leads to injury, and if you are playing day in and day out, if you're playing like that with that kind of intensity, your legs are gonna give up.
And
So-
you might think that the players who are playing, they're athletes, they should know, they should take
Yeah.
care. And the
They are
older
humans.
people might get injured and all. Every single player who got injured in the Liverpool squad is below 30. They're all in their 20s and they're all injured, and many of them are out for the season. They've been out for months
Exactly.
together. So you can only imagine what
Exactly.
happens to the 30 plus year olds.
Sujit, very quickly, let's talk about the back four of Liverpool. How do you feel they can line up?
Alright, so given the sheer lack of depth in the squad, I feel like right back it's going to be Neco Williams, Phillips and Mario on the center. And okay, we were talking about this, we had a choice of either Milner or Tsimikas in left back, but as we had mentioned earlier, Milner I think will have to play in the center mid.
In the
Center defensive mid position, so I think that Tsimikas might take, at least for the Leicester game. At least for the Leicester game, I think Tsimikas will take that left back spot.
Okay, Sujit, do you think that this injury crisis will call for some winter signings?
Definitely, because one thing that Liverpool lacks is squad depth. They have set
Depth.
players. They have set players, and the season they won it all almost. The UCL
With the same set of players.
Yeah, they were the same set of players. None of them were injured, at least for a long period of time. They all played continuously. They were all available whenever required. But clearly, it's not the case now. And you can see
Exactly.
I
And
would
Sujit,
like to see how.
let me say this, because I was doing a recording of one video and I was talking to this guy on that video. I told him that Liverpool won the title because of the players they have, and this year, if any one of them gets injured, I don't see how Liverpool can retain their title. And look at them now. Most of the players of the first team is missing. So I feel that it definitely would call for a winter signings, and especially in the defensive position.
Definitely,
David Alaba is free.
You would need signings, yeah, and you would need signings because see they've put all their eggs in one basket, and once that basket is torn, they're just completely gone. So you need those backup players. You need those at least experienced players or those bench rotation, like not the first team starters, but
Exactly.
I mean you would be given a chance from time to time, but not always. But
Look
you
at
need those type of
look at
players.
Jota.
Yeah,
Look at
Diogo
Jota.
Jota, once he got an opportunity, he's shown so well. I don't see how Firmino's. I mean, obviously Firmino's gonna come back, but
yeah,
Jota
not
has
at the
been
moment.
absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, as you talk, Alaba seems to be free, and because
Will
I don't-
Liverpool want to spend big? Will they want to make a decent signing, because Upamecano is on the rise and he has been for a while now. 21-year-old great defender. Also Pau Torres of Villarreal, and there have been a few players which Liverpool have kept an eye on. So Liverpool should go for a decent option, or they should just go and grab the best price they can.
The thing is, I would say they should look for a short-term solution. Of course, getting an Upamecano is a huge boost to any team, but you should also understand that Van Dijk is having a late peak. He's just started peaking. He may be 28, 29, but he's just started peaking. We've not heard of, I mean, many people have not heard of Van Dijk before he became what he is at Liverpool. And Joe Gomez is just 23. So I don't see an Upamecano coming into the team and getting an opportunity for the next 4 years, 5 years as a starter, although he's a starter quality player. So I feel like they should go for an Alaba who would like to spend the rest of his career with some opportunities rather than none, because I'm not seeing him getting an opportunity at Bayern. So I think Alaba would be a good fit because he can play center, he can play left, and that security is required for Liverpool right now, I guess.
That's absolutely perfect. So there you go, guys. There is our final deduction for this Liverpool situation. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, do drop a subscribe to this channel and do share this with your friends. And we'll be back soon, and we'll be talking to Sujit more about football. So we'll see you again. Until then, peace out.